to get 100% merino wool home for under $100. This is, again, from Aran Craft, so Barry will be with us in just a moment. This is an open front sweater shrug. This is something very different, very unique, very fresh, dare I say, perhaps could be a little bit youthful in this shrug, in that you get this different length sleeve, and Barry will talk us through all of the details in just a moment. It's A393422. It's normally $153 today. It is $94.98 or 4 easy pays of $23.75. So a savings of close to $58 there. This is so cool. This here is the color called Natural. And we have 180 in the natural. Remember, there's no reorder here. Here is the black, but there's only 100 left there. There's the raspberry, super limited, only a dozen left there. And then we have it in soft gray with 7 dozen left. Look how it just drapes. I'm just in awe of this. I'm gonna try to pop it on in just a moment. It is an extra small, but I have high hopes that I can make it fit. But first, let me bring back in Barry Cullen again.
Oh, hello. Good to be back.
Good to see you again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time that you've knitted a shrug in merino wool?
It certainly is. I think the closest we've done to it was maybe something in more of a kind of like a batwing, which is really a different garment to what we're talking about here. But
Okay.
I think as we mentioned probably when we were talking about this one this morning, this is your quintessential transitional piece. This is when I know from the last time that I was over in Pennsylvania with you guys, like, at this time of year, what you would call a nip in the air, we would still call full-blown summer, I suppose. And this is the thing that you would like. This is just if it's just go outside and you're thinking, oh, there's a slight little kind of the summer is kind of just disappearing. This is something you can throw on over your shoulders. It's easy to wear. It's got the 3/4 sleeve, so if it's still warm, your arms can still be exposed. And also it has these very kind of broad armholes as well, so you're going to get air movement as you walk along with this garment as well. So, as well as the wonderful kind of temperature regulation properties of merino wool, this is open front, it's shawl collar. It's so versatile at this time of year. I think it's just a beautiful piece coming into fall.
So I have to say, Barry, I've only been on the East Coast now for like 2.5 years. I'm originally from Los Angeles, so a very, very warm climate. I love that this sort of melds those two worlds of, P.S., this is the extra small and it fits beautifully. So this is that relaxed fit, so you have a little bit of wiggle room there. Again, pardon the pun, because I'm wiggling in it. But when you live in a warmer climate, you still love these Irish traditions and the Irish cabling. This is a great way, even if it doesn't reach those below 0 temperatures where you live, this is a great way to incorporate that Irish tradition into your wardrobe, even if you don't experience those cooler falls and winters like some parts of the country do.
I suppose this time of the year, like people are going back to school and kids are going to start playing football games and things like that. And if you're going to be sitting out, kind of getting into the evening when you will get a little bit of a nip in the air, this is the perfect thing. Just you can have it in the car. You can once you get out of the car, you just throw it over your shoulders, and it'll keep you warm and snug well into the evening.
I love the collar. Again, you've been giving us the best collars today, where, you know, I just call it like a cozy up collar. It's just that collar that you want to hold close to your skin, you want to drape around you, but then when you let it loose, it just flows down the body in a really, really relaxed but feminine way.
I think for something that can look so simple, there's certain little elements that you really have to perfect to get something to sit correctly like that. There's a couple of little extra stitches that you add in just along the fold, so it means that it doesn't kind of double back on itself. It means that, like, as you've got this lovely fisherman's cable, there's also a couple of little extra stitches added here. You can see along those vertical lines, and what that does is it allows it to fold and sit kind of flush with the front panel of the garment.
There it is. So even though it's a flowy garment, you still stitched in some semblance of structure where we don't have to worry about it. We don't even feel it. It just falls just right.
That's what we always try to do in Aran Craft, is to really use these, while these stitches are beautiful to look at, they can also create a structural element. Like certain parts will be a little bit denser, and then that'll give it a little bit of extra weight to certain parts of the garment. And then, which is why, for instance, why the shawl is so wide. You need that extra bit of weight to actually make the garment hang correctly. As you can see, like the way you're wearing it there is perfect. Like it's hanging completely level with the bottom of the garment, which is something that we always try, because it can be, if you put on something that you love, it might look amazing, but if it sits slightly askew, it can just kind of throw your eye off. So it's something that it's kind of really our attention to detail. That sort of thing is very important to us.
It's that perfect date night sweater that when you go to the movies, if you're going back to the movies, or if you're at that restaurant and sitting, of course, underneath that air conditioner, you just want a little something to throw over that still looks polished and finished. It's perfect for that. Or even at the office, that perfect office sweater.
And of course, the open front nature as well. Even the way you're wearing it there, like you're showing off that beautiful piece of jewelry there. Like that, it's perfect for showing. Like if you picked up something today and you want something that's going to frame that piece of jewelry perfectly, I think this is a great starter piece for you.
That's a great point. So I popped it on in the natural. I'm actually really, really loving this. I might pick this up, especially since it's on clearance price and we're limited in colors. I am wearing it in the extra small, just so you know, and this, I am about 5'7". The length on this is gonna range from 25 inches to 28.5 inches. So again, this is the natural. This is the soft gray. That's the raspberry, but last call on that raspberry. And then fewer than 100 left in the black. Again, an opportunity to get this home for under $95 is nearly unheard of. You know, we only have these big Irish days twice a year. This is the 32nd annual Rose of Tralee celebration. It's A393422. Your easy pay breaks it up for $23.75. All right, so we do have more Aran Craft in our show as well. I'm gonna keep this one on, Jackie. I like it. I'm keeping it. Oh, and you left the blanket for me. Thank